Alright, hello and good morning. It is Monday, May 2nd, 2022. Welcome to the referee, Vinny Lax Twitch stream. Darkfire Sky Thad already in the house. We're ready to rock and roll. It's Mario Monday. I forgot to put my headphones in. You know, I'm a little rusty. It's been a whole 3 days since I've streamed. If you count Friday, I guess. I don't know. 2 days? 3 days? What's the difference? I assume everyone can hear. It looks like everything's good. So when we last left the referee Vinny Lax Twitch stream, we were going to make a decision on whether or not we were going to play a little bit more Super Mario World or just jump right into Super Mario Bros. 3. And I've made a decision. We're going to play Super Mario Bros. 3. It's been a long time since I played this game. And I also thought there's 2 ways to do it, because I've been using like the warps and whatnot to get through the Mario games. Super Mario 3, you can do that pretty quickly if you know where the warp whistles are. But I don't know if we're going to be doing this in this game, because this one's such a fun one. I might want to see more levels than just the first 2 and the last. That, and it'll drag Mario Monday out a little bit longer. Alright, let's get right into it. Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm playing the Super Mario All-Stars version, just because it looks better. It's really the only reason. Now I remember when this first game. All right, it's Monday morning. I gotta talk. I remember when this game first came out. Like, I don't know if there was anything like it before the marketing. So that's a little trick there I did. If you ever see a white block, you can actually pop behind the scenery for a little bit. I'm not very accurate with my running here yet. And of course... Oh, I didn't get enough speed. I get used to the controls here a little bit. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game. That's another thing with this game, too. Usually, everything comes out to the right. In this game, it comes out to the opposite of which side you hit the block on. This is a really good game for teaching you the flying mechanic. Pretty sure you can get up there. This level's got a P block, just to show you what that does. And the 3, just to remind you that you're playing Super Mario Bros. 3. I never did really figure out the flying in this. Yeah, I guess it doesn't take much to get used to, I guess. You just gotta, you don't get very long. It's not like the cape where you can keep using the wind to like float up and down. You get a certain amount of time, and that's it. Once that meter runs out, you're floating back down to Earth. Now here's a trick. I don't know how to do it. There we go. If you jump and land on enough guys, just like every other Mario game, you get an extra life. So those guys will respawn to the point where you can just basically get continuous one-ups. Maybe it's here. I'm not floating enough. I think you have to hold the button down as you jump on them to get the extra little float there. Alright. So this, you use this P block, opens these blocks up, let you get in here. That's just some coins. Nothing exciting, but you know, it teaches you the mechanics of how the P block works. Whoa! Almost jumped right into a fireball. But yeah, this game was just like something on another level as far as like the marketing goes behind it. Like, and I didn't realize this game came out an entire year earlier in Japan. Oh, the first time I saw Mario Somersault, that was a pretty cool thing. But yeah, this game came out a whole year earlier in Japan than it did in the United States. So they had a lot of time to like market this thing, and if anyone remembers the movie The Wizard, starring Fred Savage, which many people don't because it wasn't a very great movie. It was a cool commercial for Nintendo. I think it's been kind of had a like revitalization in the online space just because of all the movie reviews that people have done about it. You gotta remember too, you know, we've never seen a power-up like the tail before. That let you just do so much in this game. Let you float to land a little more accurately, you can fly with it. And I just lost it. Now we're going to come to the first secret of this game here. Like I said before, if you hold down on a white block, hold down on a white block. I don't know why my controller doesn't want to just, wants to move left and right, just down. There we go, fall behind the scenery. Whatever. Let you run behind the door here. And you get to toot the whistle. So there's the first warp whistle. We're not going to use these whistles yet anyway. If I get frustrated in like level 7, this level 7's a pain in the ass level. I might skip that one. But might as well show where the whistles are. This one, unfortunately, like Super Mario, unlike Super Mario World, you can't go back to a level that you've previously beaten and collect one-ups, like, or anything you want, really, like items and stuff. Because that was a fun little trick that I used in my Super Mario World playthrough, where I would just go back to different levels to get items. In case I got depowered like I am right now. I might hit that too early. Yep. Close. Close. So now I wonder, there's got to be a way. Of course, this is classic music. Because they reused a lot of this music in the cartoon, the Super Mario Brothers 3 cartoon on NBC around this time. Jumped right into the lava. So I gotta get used to the controls a little bit. I'm gonna go to level 4 just to get some power-ups. Because you need the the leaf. In that mini castle. In order to get the second warp whistle. I don't know why you would go that way, but okay. And of course the cards here, if you get 3 of any card, you get 1 up. If you get 3 mushrooms, you get 2 up. And if you get 3 flowers, it's 3 up. And if you get 3 stars, it's a whole 5 extra lives. So lives are a little bit harder to come by in this game than they were in Super Mario World. I hope there's a leaf somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure there was. I did a good job that time of not jumping over. Here we go. Pretty sure this guy's a leaf, yep. Get some speed. We fly up here. And of course, this is the secret that was given in the wizard. You have to hit up there to get... There's a door there that you can't see. You hit up, you go through the door, and you get your second warp whistle. And you don't even have to beat the level. I just think it's kind of funny that the fire flower obviously is like was the first power up in Super Mario Brothers, the original, and it's been in basically I think every game since. But because they keep making better power ups, it's kind of useless. Nobody wants the fire flower. I mean, I'll take it if it's the only option I have, but. Of course, there was a secret here. But yeah, I remember this game first coming out, and I didn't have it when it first came out. I remember a kid in the neighborhood did, and it was all us nerds could talk about. About how awesome this game was. Because you gotta remember, we didn't get Lost World, so it was basically went from Super Mario Brothers, the original, to Super Mario Brothers 2, which was a completely different game, to this, which is just such an upgrade from the original Super Mario Brothers. Even that little sliding mechanic was something you would never even think Mario could do. Now there's a trick to getting a star every time. You have to jump at like a 45-degree-ish angle. But I don't remember it. Or I'm not very good at it, I should say. Not that I don't remember it. Now, much like the cape, the nice thing about the raccoon leaf is that you can just make your landings a little bit more precise. Just an easy one up there. That noise can probably get kind of annoying, but when you're playing, you really don't recognize it. End the level. Bonus. Alright. The end card. Which is basically a game of memory. It's a card matching game. And I had the play guide, which basically would tell you where there was like, I think there's like 3 different variations of the screens they can give you. But if you know which one it is, based on, you know, you pick a card, you match up where that card is on the screen, and then you can basically get the entire card on one shot, because I used to know where everything was. Because that's what play guides did. They were big online cheat guides before there were online cheat guides. Alright, so you get 2 misses. And I missed twice there. So we know a star was there, now we know a star was in the corner. Now the trick is remembering that, which by the next time we come around to it, I will have totally forgotten. But now that I said it, maybe I won't forget it. I tend to save all my power-ups to the end, because you really need it in World 8. World 8 is tough. Alright, so we go to our first airship. Get a little cutscene, which I think is the first for Mario. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. That's my Toad voice. Toad sounds a lot different in the cartoons. He has like a scraggly voice, doesn't he? Anyway. The airships were cool ideas for dungeon levels. These airships would get brought back a few times. Sometimes there would be... I might be making this up, but I thought sometimes there was, like, secret bricks over here. Maybe not. I was trying to kill him with the fireballs. That didn't work out. I try to catch that in the air. It's just more fun that way. It doesn't really change anything, but... And of course, at the end of Princess gives you a letter. And you either get a P-Wing or a music box. So the music box... I don't remember what the music box does. I think the music box lets you skip a level, or at least like... Or just maybe it puts the, anything moving doesn't move anymore. Because on the map, things can, like the Hammer Brothers, and if you lose to the airship will then move around. Which could make things a little bit difficult. But, Yeah, I don't think I remember what the music box actually does. I don't think I used it that much. Alright, so World 2 is the desert level. So you see the maps get a little bit more convoluted as the levels progress. So the All-Stars version does a little bit better of hiding those bricks. Those enemy bricks in sorry, those enemy bricks in like the original game. Aha, I forgot about that guy. We're definitely a different like shade than the normal bricks. See, in this game you can't pick up the P-switches like you could in Super Mario World. I was just trying to see if there's anything up there. I don't think there is. Whoa. I don't remember if there's anything special in these things. I don't remember. See, that's really all there is to the flying bit. Can't really do anything special. Like I said, the cape is way more versatile. Alright, there's 3 stars. So I'll get 5 up here. And there we go. I might have got that. Yes! The mushroom's the easiest one to get. The star, for whatever reason, is very tough. You have to hit it pretty precisely. Is there a trick to this level? I think I want to say there was something going on in this level. Like a P block or something that I'm forgetting about. Otherwise that level's very short. This is the game where thwomps were first introduced. I honestly don't remember where the third warp whistle is. See, the ghosts are a lot more aggressive than they were in Super Mario World. They're a lot faster in this game. That was close. Thought there was something over here, maybe like a secret, but I guess not. So now I'm kind of stuck. Swoop. Through the door. And this is our good friend Boom Boom. Early Boom Boom's pretty easy to beat. Later he starts flying, making things a little bit more difficult. Another fire flower. I go through this pipe. Like, these little map transitions were just a neat little thing. I mean, you don't need them, but... There's a music box. Like I said, I think it just puts the movable enemies to sleep. Now, of course, these little rocks are in your way. You can get rid of if you find a hammer. Well, that was a waste. See what I get for fooling around? It really doesn't last very long, does it? Oh, that sucked. I went to throw the Koopa shell. Oh, I thought I could jump that high. Oh, I'm losing all my power-ups now. Oh, what's this, though? Look at the secrets that you find in this game. Leap of faith. Oh, this is a real leap of faith here. Jump out of the way quick. How did I die there? Alright, whatever. Alright, got my leaf back. Oh, that happened again. I thought that was a... So wait a minute. Oh, did I need that one brick to get up there? Oh, almost there. Almost there. This is a lot harder than it looks. Don't know why. Had an easier time coming from this side. Nope. Well, there goes my chances. I was gonna try and fly up there. There's gotta be a way to get up there. I did it before. There's gotta be a way to do it without falling off. Let's see. I'm not worried. I'm not leaving this level until I figure out what's up there. I think it's that important, to be honest with you. Alright, so now I gotta hurry. I thought that was an enemy, that little cactus thing looking there. Alright, 2 stars. This, of course, is one of the most dreaded levels in video game history. Oh, I forgot about those tornadoes. Those sandstorms. Because, yes, the sun wants to kill you in this game. I don't know why it's so frustrating, but it is. But we got through, first try, and we get 5 up. Another fire flower. I think we get 3 screens full of power-ups before our inventory runs out. And there's a hammer. Do those huts always have the same items in the same slots? That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they do move around a little bit. But there are some huts that have only one item in them, so you have to get the one item. I think there's a couple of those. I think one has a frog suit. I don't think there's one with the hammer. I don't remember how to get the Hammer Brother suit, which is the coolest power up in the game, but there's not many of them. Or the Takuni suit as well. There's a Takuni suit, which is like the raccoon leaf, except you turn into a Takuni, which has the special power to turn into a statue. Yeah, you can get a hammer. You can get a hammer suit in this game. You can turn into a Hammer Brother, and you throw hammers. But it's very rare. I think there's only like one spot in the game where you can actually get it, maybe two. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I don't know where it is. Ooh, missed there. Well, that didn't work out the way I planned it. If you have a leaf, there's a secret at the beginning of this level. You can fly up. I knew that was gonna happen. My momentum carried me over. That's okay. That's okay. 'Cause now I can get the... Ready? Hit that, jump right on it, bang. See? That easy. And then I do that. Whoops. Meant to do that one. So I'm gonna get the leaf. So I can do that little trick up there. Fly. I think there's something in here. I don't know if it did anything or not. There are certain stages where if you get a certain amount of coins, you get something special. And this might be one of those stages, which would mean why there's all these different... Well, that was a waste. Being very reckless. Sugar Biscuits! Welcome back to the stream. Good morning. Thank you. I don't wear them enough. And I should wear them more. But thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, good. Well, unfortunately, we're almost through your favorite level. But just because you said that, and you're here... Alright, my memory is working good this morning. Oh, where's the flower? I want to say the flower was here? Nope. I'll watch till you're done. Thanks. Yeah, just because this is your favorite level, I wasn't going to do level 5, but now, since you're here and it's your favorite level, I will also do level 5. Now, fun fact. Well, that wasn't fun. If you wait for a chain chomp long enough, it will actually break free. It's a pretty long time, I think. But you can actually the chain chomp will eventually break free if you wait long enough. I don't think I get enough speed there. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna get up that high. Yeah, I don't blame you. Because oh, I did not expect that to happen either. The turtle will, wake up after a while. I haven't played this level much, I'm just realizing. I usually skip it. What's in here? That's weird. Okay, that's pretty cool. See if I can get in there. What it is about this controller. I have a hard time hitting down. I don't know if it's because the D-pad's a little bit smaller than I'm used to. Oh, there's the P block that I wanted. That I can't get to now. Alright, good to know if I ever see this room again. Oh, here's the end of the level. And another star. It's a little early for it, but it's time to open my energy drink, I think. Today's flavor, Blue Raz. Which, of course, is blue raspberry, which isn't a real flavor. It's just a candy. Unless there actually is a blue raspberry out there. In that case, I've never heard of it. Alright, the plant is hard to get. We got star, mushroom, plant, star, mushroom, plant, star, mushroom, plant. Oh, I was too early. The peach mango is actually pretty good. Not my favorite, but it is a solid flavor. Sour Heads so far is my favorite flavor of Bang Energy. I just tried the sweet tea bangs. They are really good. Oh, excuse me. They do give me a little bit of gas, so if I start burping, you can blame the energy drink on that. So how was everyone's weekend? Everyone have a good weekend? Do anything fun or productive? I mowed the lawn for the first time this year, so that was relatively productive. Weekend was nice. Boyfriend time Friday and Saturday at the beach. That's pretty cool. I'm a little too pale to be hanging out at the beach too much, but beach is always a fun time. Sunday church, dinner prep for the week. Yeah, meal prep is something that I've never really gotten into, but I see the value. No, it's not that the beaches aren't for all ages. It's the fact that I'm so pale that I burn very easily on the beach, so I can only spend so much time on the beach before it turns dangerous for me. So, but my wife and I have a cruise planned for late July, so that should be fun. I do like hanging out at the beach. As long as I have can just sit in my chair and have a few beers. Didn't see that guy coming. Yeah, it'll be my first one since I was like 20 years old. So what, 20, excuse me, 22 years ago. Come on. Oh, now I'm running out of time. So I'm kind of curious to see how well it goes. Oh, I didn't mean to jump into the... no star that time. So yeah, so I'm in New York. I gotta put SPF 50 on my guy 2 times. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, anything less than SPF 50 probably doesn't work for me. But, yeah, I need to put that stuff on regularly. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm in New York, so we're flying out of... We're not flying. I was thinking about the airship. That's flying in my head. But, we're going out of New Jersey. The boat takes 2 days to go to Bermuda. Hangs out there for 3 days, and another 2 days back. The king turned into Spider-Man, so now we gotta save him. Even though we're tiny little Mario, because I was messing around in that last level. Oh wait, did I forget to go? No, I didn't. All right, gotta pay more attention. Oh, I know, you can stop the airship if you have an anchor. You can use your anchor to stop an airship. Again, fooling around. Getting me killed. There's just that one power-up in this level, huh? That I know about, anyway. I swear I'm better than this. I just wanted to see what would happen if I went back in the castle. Nothing. I didn't even know you could do that. I just wanted to see what happens if... I wanted to see what would happen. I'm just trying to, like, explore around and... I want to see if there was a secret one-up in that little area there. Because I have a feeling there was... Or not one-up, but a power-up. The enemies won't stop shooting at me. I kind of shouldn't have stood there. Alright. It's time to get serious here. These airships get much harder as well. Alright. Oh, I jumped on him. You can hear they reuse some sound effects on in this level. Thank you much. I don't remember the name of the Koopa kids, or I'd, you know, call them out, but sometimes they're Koopa kids, sometimes they're Koopa cousins, sometimes they're Koopa-lings. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, the cloud is what is the other item that the princess gives you. So the cloud does let you skip over a level, let you fly over any level you want. And now we're in level 3. There's this. Oh, I wish I had the mushroom. Because I'm pretty sure that this would give you a toad suit if you had the mushroom. Maybe. It might just give you a fire flower. Honestly, I don't remember. Yeah, I think you can kill that thing for some reason. Aha! Oh. I thought that was going to be something cool. It wasn't. Oh, I wonder if I had a leaf if I could just fly through the rest of the level. Oh, got lucky there. go up there. That's it. Oh, that one's just a mushroom. Oh, is this the Big Bertha level? That did not get off to a good start. There we go. Covered. Don't know why I jumped right into that fish. Jumped into that one too. I could just let these guys... Oh no. I feel like I keep trying to jump over them when I could probably go under them. I did not expect that to happen. This is going to make things a little complicated. Actually, do that. Because if you hit it on this side, it comes out this way. See, in the first Super Mario Brothers, everything came out to the right. But now, because you can go backwards, it can go to the left or right, depending on which direction you hit the brick. Really? Oh no, I'm dead. Oh no. Somehow stayed alive. Alright. Now I get a star. Oh no. I forgot. Is this new to Super Mario World, or did this happen in the other ones too? I don't remember that water being there. But I didn't play that much, to be honest with you. Oh, it's because it depends on where you are on the map. I get it. I thought there was a power up here, no? Oh well. See, because I battled him here, where I was in the water. That's why the water was there. Just a nice little trick. Okay, so we knew there's a mushroom here. I remember that. Ooh. Oh, I want to say it was there? Nope. Yeah, my memory's bad. I don't know what to tell you. Next time I'm there, if anyone has a better memory than me, let me know. There's a frog suit. So this is one of the houses where I think all three are frog suits. So you can only get a frog suit. Here's the Big Bertha level that I was talking about. Oh, lost that. Wasn't gonna mess with that. Oh, I knew that was too late. Ah! I don't know how I survived. And no, I didn't survive. Yeah, sugar biscuits. I always hated this level as well. But I got through the sun level on one try, which was surprising, because I hate that level as well. Yeah. Oh, if I get this, I can do that. It's still too late. Oh, but I killed Bertha. Now, I think Bertha comes back, but... Yep. And I got 8 again. Sometimes I don't know if it's better to rush or take my time. What the heck? Where'd that come from? Alright. Now, I don't know if this is going to actually help me or not. Because Bertha can eat you at any size. Alright. Oh, but now I can hit her with a fireball. Don't know what this is going to do. Oh, it makes the level a little bit easier. Oh, until that. Alright, and we're through. About time. And that'll give us at least one more one-up. It's one of these levels. Or I don't know where to go. It's usually the last door, but sometimes it's not. There are a lot of doors here. I have a feeling this isn't going to work. I knew there was a way up there. Alright. What about this door? Can I get up there? No. Let's save the fireball for now. Okay, we're back up here. Oh, wait a minute. So there was a door that corresponds. So was it the second to last door? I thought I took that door. Did I take this door or no? I did take that door. No! Why did he drop so fast? Alright, what about this door? Alright. That works. Just totally got lucky there. Oh, now Boom Boom's flying. It gets a little harder. I don't know how I missed him there. And that one did not anticipate. Alright, let's try again. Should have probably went and got the power up. Actually, I could have got 2 power-ups. We're gonna try it without it. I jumped right into him. I gotta be better than that. Come on. Let's go on the first door. See if the other power-up is available. Yep. So I can get 2 power-ups here. That's good to know. Should make things a little bit easier. Don't know how I did that again. It's this door, right? No, this door brings me here, which gives me a 1-up at least. Oh, my 1-up disappeared because another power-up arrived. That's an interesting little glitch that I did not know about. Learned something new today. That was kind of a waste, right? I feel like I should go get the power-ups again, but you know what? We're gonna fight Boom Boom. I've been fooling around too much. 1. Alright, let him float above me. When he attacks, run away, and then try and jump on him. 2 and 3. You can tell I was much better at the mini bosses in Super Mario World. I've obviously played those a lot more. Alright, let's see if I can get this now. Star, mushroom, star, mushroom. No, I definitely hit it on time. I feel like these things cheat you a little bit. Let's go to World 4 first. Whee. Oh, that was... I slid right into the fish. Oh, these guys. That's not what I meant to do, but whatever. Whatever. I think this is the end of the level. Again, fooling around too much. Trying to be fancy. Just get through the levels. I gotta check every block for a power-up, just in case. The stars are pretty useless. They give you invincibility for, like, one little, like, move. Ah! Now, here's a cool little thing I can do. I can use my hammer here. And I take this little boat. I can take this boat to, Treasure Island over here. Frog suit that I'll probably never use. There's a glitch on the warp screen boat that you can do. I don't exactly remember how, but it takes you, like, I think if you're on the boat and you use the other warp whistle, like, it lets you take the boat anywhere, but then it glitches out the game. Oh, okay. Oh, I was a little early on that one. Let's try again. The best strategy here is to go for the mushroom, because I feel like the mushroom's the easiest one to get. For whatever reason, they're a little bit more and that, I don't know. I felt like I hit it at the right time. Whatever. Those games always made me know. But yeah, you can take the boat. To all these different places. Can't take the boat to the... There's a little bridge there for some reason. Even though you can't cross that bridge. So you see these little drawbridges open. After every level, they open and close, so you can cross if you do it at the right time. Like, let's play level 5, because why not? We're here for fun. I probably should have powered up to the frog suit for this one. Whoa! The current shot me up. And now it's gone. Don't know what the point of that block is. Let's see if there's anything in here. At least you're not going anywhere now. I got you. That was close. Oh, as I get hit. But to say, that reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the water level in that game. Two stars. So now I can do that. Go here. I don't know if the bridges can't close open once if you go in just a mushroom cave. Another frog suit. Because that would stick you there. So now I can skip level 7 if I want to, because that drawbridge will close. But then I have to beat level 7 in one shot. Or level 8, or whatever that is. Again, got a little fancy. And now I can't do the trick that I wanted to do. Because that drawbridge will open. I gotta let the screen catch up here a little bit, because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I don't want those coins that bad. If I do that, I'll probably still get them. There you go. Probably missing all types of stuff here. As good as this game is, it's probably my least not favorite. It's probably my least played Super Mario Brothers. Nope, nope. All right, that works. There we go. There's 5 lives to help me get through. Probably Super Mario Brothers World. I mean, you can tell when I play it, like, how much better I am at that game than the other ones. Is that different from my favorite? That's a good question, actually. I never really thought about it that much. I think Super Mario Bros. World is probably my favorite as well. This is my second favorite, but definitely not my most played. Because it is a lot... It takes me a lot longer to play through. And I'm not as good at it. Because I haven't played it as much, so... That's like a, you know, paradox, I guess. Or some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Especially with the warp whistles. Because I used to... If I did play it through and try to finish it, I would usually get the warp whistles and then get right to the last level, which I think is 8 in this game. It's either 7 or 8. I want to say it's 8. But, so the middle levels I never played. Same thing with Super Mario Bros. 2. Like, if you noticed, when I played Super Mario Bros. 2, I used the warps in that game, because I don't think I've ever played... I have played them, but not in a long, long time. Played the other levels besides 1, 4, and 7. I think that was here, right? Yeah, see, my memory is okay. Oh, I want to say that was here? No, that's a star. Nope, oh, so those 2 stars are next to each other. Good to remember. See, now that drawbridge is open, so I have to play level 7. Now, if I lose, I think it's shut, so I think I can go right to... Oh, these guys are all... Those guys are cool. Can I get the shoe in this level? jumped right into him, didn't I? So now I can jump right to level 8. Which is another Big Bertha level. That's not how you do that. Now I go back to level 7. Wonder. Whatever. Just get through the levels. I kind of want to see what happens if I kick that turtle in the little spot there. That was unexpected. I did not expect that brick to kick me into the enemy like that. Alright, let's try level 8 again. This probably would be a good time to use a power-up. But like I said, I like to save them for the end. Well, that was a waste. At least I avoided the... Oh! Ah, get up there! Probably nothing even up there. Oh, didn't get eaten. Didn't get eaten. Can I make that jump? I avoided getting eaten. Just to get that. That was embarrassing. That turn was just embarrassing. Back to level 8. At least I get some variety here playing these different levels. So we're gonna wait till this gets out of the water. Alright, that gives me a little leeway here. I know I'm missing out on a bunch of different like tricks and like stuff, but there we go. See, the mushroom's the easiest one to get. Alright, I gotta beat the mini castle. If I die in this level, I'm going to use the frog suit. So I should probably use it at least once, and they're only good for the water levels. Oh, these things are cool. The little blue platforms. I don't know if I'll get hit. I'm not taking that chance right now. All right. Yeah, the fireballs make that boss a lot easier, huh? Let's find out what's in here. Oh, that just brings you there. So, what's this pipe? Where's this lead? Oh, that pipe just leads there. I guess if you use the hammer, you can kind of skip some of the levels there. Some bomb-bombs hanging out. Oh, white brick just for fun. Hop behind the scenery. So there's a fun fact about this game. Oh, I can go down that pipe. Maybe there's something in there. Oh, I can't go down. So I need to blow up those bricks, and I don't have a turtle. If I had a feather, I could. I wonder if that pipe... I'm going backwards here, but... Just curious what's back here. I bet you that pipe that you can go down earlier. Oh wait, this might bring me up here. Aha! So this... Okay, so if you go down that pipe, it'll bring you here. But you need to have the, a leaf to break those blocks. Oh, can't go that way. Missed. Up the pipe. Stars. Alright, with that, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. So chat amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Told you it wouldn't be long. Just in time for the third castle, or airship, I should say. You can see the king got transformed into a modified version of the... I don't even know what to call those enemies. I don't remember what they're called, but they were in Super Mario World. The king transformations are different in Super Mario All-Stars than they are in the original Super Mario Bros. 3. Or SMB3 if you're one of the cool kids. Jumped right into Bullet Bill. And wasn't paying attention and let Bullet Bill hit me there. I gotta do a better job of paying attention here. That was a smooth move. Almost looked like I knew what I was doing. I just thought this was a neat mechanic. The screw jump here. Don't jump into bullets. That is a pro tip. I believe that was in Nintendo Power issue 74. It said, do not jump into bullet bills. It is dangerous. I still have a lot of my old Nintendo Powers. I did throw out a good number of them when I moved back here. But I think there were some I was like, I want to save these. Here's Wendy O. Koopa. Oh no, oh no. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew I was in a bad spot. I was just in a bad spot. Oh, now the airship flies off. At least it's not that far. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck! I didn't realize I couldn't walk through that. I thought that was background. Oh no! And now I gotta play level 7. Oh no, I don't have to. I can take the long way around here. That's one way to do it. I thought I could clear that. Alright, alright. How is it every time I play an airship, I get to the boss the first level, the first time around. The first level. I really can't speak. This is why I'm not good at twitching. But anyway. I get to the boss the first time, and then it takes me like 3 more times to beat the level. It's probably because I did have a power-up. Going on the airship. That probably helped a little bit. Because I don't think I didn't get hit until, later. There we go. What the heck? Getting this power-up's been harder than the level itself. There we go. I swear there's like sometimes there's bonus power-ups there. Alright, Miss Wendy O. Koopa. Oh no, I thought I had her. I knew it. Don't jump on the rings either. Why is this so difficult? Oh, I look like I know what I was doing there. Sometimes I look like I know what I'm doing. I can assure you, I don't. Is there a way to get this thing all the way across? Because I feel like there's not. I just don't have enough time. Why? Why am I even messing with these guys? Now I got one hit. Wendy O. Koopa here. I can only blame myself. Really. I can only blame myself for messing around with those mole guys. Alright, I'm down to 5 lives here. I gotta step it up a little bit. The slowest moving wrenches. Right. 1, 2, and then I do it so much easier. About time. Wendy O in the books. back to my old self again. Oh, here's a fun fact for you guys listening. Did you see how the king there looked like Mario? And now I can't go back. But apparently, the islands there represented Japan, and the castle was where Kyoto is, which is where Nintendo headquarters is. There's just a little fun fact for you guys. Alright, here's probably the most popular level in the game. This is level 4. And the reason it's so popular is because it's called Giant Level. Yeah, I think it's a little neat fun fact there. Okay, so we can't go there until, so that's there because if you have to restart, if you lose all your lives and have to restart, what happens is the any gate that you knock down or blocks that you break will stay broken. So if you do break the castle, that door gets unlocked, and you don't have to play all the levels again. But yeah, I thought that was a neat fun fact. Why does that giant cloud look so different than everything else? Neat little water feature there. Gotta go. Time to charge my phone. Nice hanging. Have a wonderful day. Sugar Biscuits, thanks for coming back to the stream. It's been too long. Hope to see you again this week. But thanks for hanging out and watching some classic Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers Tray. So good to have you back. See you soon. Never know what's in that. That's okay. Alright, at least I needed these 5 lives here after that last castle or airship. I keep saying castle. They're not castles in this game, they're airships. I wonder why the cheap isn't a giant cheap. I already have a leaf, don't need it. Oh, I didn't know they shot out 2. Oh no. Oh wow. I tell you what, sometimes I get lucky and it just looks like I know what I'm doing. Oh, went the wrong way. Sometimes that does throw me off in this game. Whoa, that changed unexpectedly. That was unexpected as well. Now I actually need this power up. Shoot 2 fireballs. Whatever. I was so close, too. I gotta just stop messing around if I want to get through this game. I can get my end card here. I think I would have solved this by now. Unless it was here? Nope. Alright, was the fire flower here? Or is that a star? Oh, what was it? Nope, it was a star. My memory is so bad. I'm so bad at those games. Alright. I wanted to go back and kill him. Oh, I got stunned. So when they land, they stun you a little bit. That's why you can't move. That's one way to do it. Okay, I guess I gotta make a leap of faith. It'd be cool if I can see what's going on over there. Leap of faith. Alright, gotta remember there's a little upside down buzzy beetle over there. Oh, I gotta do this part again. That was easy. If I run, will he just jump? Yeah. Oh no! Alright, that's the easier way to do that. They will... Leap of faith. Another leap of faith. Just watch out for this guy. Alright, this time. How did I do that? Oh no. Oh. So what happened there was the pathfinding of one of those Hammer Brothers got all screwed up, which can happen, and you can actually soft lock. And I didn't. I wasn't running here, so now I'm kind of done. Jump. Okay, got lucky there. I'm pretty sure there you can get a kind of soft lock if like the Hammer Brothers get stuck. Which I was a little bit worried there, because that usually doesn't take that long. Alright, what I was trying to do here is make sure I hit the mushroom that way, so I wouldn't have to catch it in the air. But somehow I fell off. What's up with like the leaps of faith in this game? I don't remember this having... I like how the beetle went up the hill somehow. Like, where... Yeah, I don't remember not being able to see, where I was going in this game. At least I got one life. Yep. It's like playing these levels for the first time again, because I haven't played them in so long. Forgot to run. Woo. Oh, no. Come on. Alright, just run. What? He was supposed to jump. He jumped every other time. That's one way to do it. It makes it a lot harder when you can't see what you're doing. I don't know why I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Alright, I got one life left. It's gonna send me back if I die now. So now or nothing. Now he jumps. And that's it. Save and continue. Which means I gotta play through these worlds again. Just fine. That was not what I want to do. I didn't think I was gonna hit him there. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Live and learn. We're learning here. Don't know what I can do up there, but whatever. Star. Alright, take 2, level 2. Come on. Well, at least I got that. Again, I didn't think I hit the star on that side, but whatever. I was definitely on top of that guy, but again, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. At least I get the mushroom again. Okay, that works too. That's one way to do it. This game confuses me sometimes. Alright. Again, don't know how I missed that, but okay. Oh, sometimes I'm just like, how am I so bad at these games? I got lucky that time, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Sure, I got it that time. Alright, one looks so nice. So, how am I supposed to do this? Just like that? Okay. Now it's right at the end. Can I get a star? Yes! Alright. At least I got 3 stars there. Back up to 9 lives. This candle's gonna hurt me? Yes. This is Mario Brothers. Everything's out to get you. Oh, they're like the booze. Oh no. Oh, and I would have had a better power up. So if you look at the fires, they'll stop. But oh wow, that was quick. That wasn't too bad. So now if I lose all my lives, I shouldn't have to do those 3 levels again. See, it says I hit it late, but go back and watch that. You can hear the beep right on the flower. Now would be a good time to use the frog suit. But, like I said, I like saving them, and I don't know why. Alright, I guess you can't jump over that coral reef there. See, now I have a fire flower anyway. Is there something secret over here? Oh, you probably need the frog suit to get through that. Just another reason I should have got the used the frog suit. There's probably so many things I missed in that level. I mean, it's one thing to get through the level. It's another thing to, like, find all the things in the level. Oh, how'd I get up in that cloud? I guess the stars are useful for, beating those things. P-wings are gonna come in handy at the... See if I can get this guy with that one. Those clouds are gonna come in handy too, because those let you skip levels. Got my end card. Alright, let's see if I can finally remember how to beat this. Star next to star. Remember that. Okay. Flower, I think, was here? Nope. Here? Yes. Alright, so we know a mushroom's there. So a flower, I think, is here? Nope. Flower's up top. Alright, so the next one I'll be able to clear it, finally. Alright, so 6, if you beat level 6, I get another mushroom. I need to be big to get in there. There's a door here. That was unexpected. What's in this door? Oh, back to Tiny World. And I kicked that shell the wrong way. Why would I want to go back to Tiny World? I don't know how that happened. I'm trying. I tried. I want to get in there. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do either. Oh well. I'm not messing around. Let's get through the levels. Alright, no star that time. That's the one cool thing about Super Mario World as compared to this game. Is you can replay the levels and go back and... Oh, so I gotta replace... I'm gonna replace items now? So now I gotta use items. Now it doesn't do me any good to not use items. Oh, I guess I can't jump up there. How am I supposed to get up there? Okay, that'll do it. Is there a secret door here? What? What is this? I've never been here. They're just different colored. They show you where, like, they're invisible until you get the P block. Secret door there. Okay. I don't think I've ever been to that room before. If I had the leaf, there's you see that up there? There's some bricks up there you can fly through. Oh. I'm guessing Boom Boom's here, yeah. Whoa! Jumping Boom Boom. No, super fast Boom Boom. Ah. No. Oh, I should have used the power-up. Now that I have to use my power-ups. Oh. Alright, that got the work done. Oh, there's a... I wanted to get the power up on that side. You should go through that door. Was that a 1-up or a power-up? I don't remember at this point. Every time I die, I can get 3 1-ups. That's a good trade-off. do I miss? I feel like I'm gonna land on him, and then all of a sudden, he goes crazy jumping. I don't get it. Alright. Let's use... Alright. I'm gonna use one of my leaves here. Just because I want to be able... Hopefully I can hang on to it. So I want to be able to fly up into that. Oh, I don't know why this makes me so nervous now. Oh, it's a waste now. Now I wasted it. Yeah, I'm not using another one. I used to be good at this game. I used to be good at a lot of games. Alright. So go in this one first. I think this me fire flower. Brings me there. Brings me here. Just noticed that there was something up there. Ha ha ha! Look at that. I get another one up. In addition to these ones. I wonder what happens if I can fly up there, but... That makes it a lot easier if I just have the fireballs. Firefall, boom boom to death. Well, that opens a bridge. I'm gonna skip this level 5 here. Oh, Donkey Kong! He apparently got turned into that looks more like Donkey Kong Jr. But we need the magic wand. All right, let's get through this airship. Screen's almost moving too slow for me here. this was like mind-blowing. Like, just to be able to do this. Of course, at the end. The very end, I fall off because I'm talking. This is why streaming is hard. Like, did not think that was going to reach me. What's that guy going to do? Let's see if I can get there in time. Yes! No! Alright, well. Oh yeah, well, like I was saying, like, just that game mechanic alone, like, for back in whenever this game came out, was it 90, 91? Like I said, it came out a year earlier in Japan than it did the US. Okay. Timing this is going to be a little tricky. No, it's not. It's not that tricky. Ah, not so secret block here. That was helpful. I like catching the wand in the air, just makes me happier. Doom 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 doom. At least I can replace the leaf that I used with that P-Wing. World 5, and I think that's where we're going to end it today. It's already 10:30. I got to go edit this video and get to the gym. So, thanks for hanging out. Thad, anybody else? I know Sugar Biscuits left, but thanks to her for hanging out on stream with us and chatting up a little bit. Anybody else watching, you know, please give a follow. We're trying to get that follower goal up to 30. We've got 2 more to get to 30. And then it's the big stretch to affiliate, to 50. And I still need 1 more average viewer. So if anyone wants to be a regular here, let me know. I'd be glad to have you. You know, if there's anything you'd like to see, I'm always open to suggestions. But tomorrow, we're back with the Denver Broncos playoff run. We're going to see how far I get in the playoffs in Tecmo Tuesday. If I lose in the first round, it's going to be a short game, so I got to figure out a backup plan in case I end up losing tomorrow. But hopefully we'll go on, we'll win the Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos, and all will be right with the world. So, Darkfire Sky Thad, thanks for hanging out. Anybody else watching, again, think about giving it a follow to the channel. Let me save the save state here so I don't forget. Save game position, slot 0. And so we'll pick this Mario game up back next Monday. Tomorrow's Tecmo Tuesday. Wednesday is Game Show Wednesday. Haven't decided what I'm going to do for Game Show Wednesday yet. Last week we play Hollywood Squares, and then we watched an episode of Remote Control. Maybe I'll just watch episodes of Remote Control on Wednesday. Sometimes it's more fun to just sit back and watch and relax, and I can actually like chat instead of having to pay attention to these games. But anyway, let's give a raid. It's Monday. Let's give a raid while I'm doing this editing. Yeah, Shando's on. She's started Final Fantasy X recently. So let's go check her out. See what she's up to. So thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya!